you know, it was a family, and they really took time and cared for you, and they did everything that they could possibly do to make you better and to be good and to be something. And you know, for my career, to be able to be under contract to Fox and start that way and have all these wonderful people behind me, and they really took their time and groomed me and put me in front of the public very slowly. And I became a Bobby Sox idol along with Rock Hudson and Tony Curtis and Tab Hunter and myself. We were the last of the Bobby Soxers. It was great, I gotta tell you.
Tell the story about, a wonderful story about when you were making Prince Valiant and Dean Martin came to the set.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know, did any of you ever see Prince Valiant? You remember my wig? And my singing sword? I was standing talking to somebody, I forget who it was, and I was outside the dressing room. I was talking to this girl, and Dean came over.
Dean Martin?
Dean Martin, yeah. Dean Martin came over and started talking to me. He thought I was Jane Wyman. 10 minutes, he's chatting me up. That's true. I like Dean, you know. I was kind of hoping I was Jane Wyman.
Talk about working with Laurence Olivier. You and Natalie Wood did a version of Kavanaugh and Roof of Death.
Yes, we did. There was Laurence Olivier's tribute to the American theater. It was so exciting to work with him. I had met him through Spencer Tracy, and I knew him because when he would come to America, he'd do a character that was a typical American person. He would go to Spence, and Spence would help him with the dialogue and the rhythm and get him into an Americanization character, you know. And I met him, but I never ever thought I would have the opportunity of working with him. And that was special, and we became very close friends. I became a close friend of his. He was a very, very wonderful man.
Did he also direct that? Or was he?
No, he didn't. Robert Moore directed it. Bob Moore directed it. And it was so exciting to do that. Tennessee was there. And it was interesting because they had to trim it down a bit for television. Mm-hmm. And Tennessee Williams was not too happy about having his work being lifted, things lifted out of his wonderful play. I mean, it was such a great part and a wonderful play. Yeah, that was exciting. That was a big time for me. Big time.
So talk a little about your life now. You basically live in Los Angeles and Aspen, right?
Right. I live in Colorado and Aspen.
Oh, and can we take a moment? I'd like to introduce your wife. Beautiful Jill St. John.
We live in Aspen. Jill has lived there for a long, long time, and when we got together, I love Aspen so much. I've been there many, many times, and Jill's made it so marvelous for both of us. And we live there, and we have a small condominium in Los Angeles. I have my offices and try to keep it going, you know, go around and try to raise the money to make a few movies, and I've been very fortunate. I've been doing this. I've been on NCIS with Mark Harlan. I've enjoyed doing that so much. You know, they've written some very good things for me, and I did a few. You know, I do guest shots on television shows. And my career is. I mean, it's amazing. You know. it's amazing how it goes. It's just, I had a great break again, you know, with playing Austin Powers with that character of number 2. Imagine being in the business for 50 years and being known as number 2. Interesting.
And you had a best-selling book come out, your autobiography that came out, and also you have another book.
I have another book that I'm working on now with the same author, Scott Hyman, and who has written some really wonderful books about Hollywood.
Right.
And the best thing about that is we've become very good friends. He's a wonderful man. And this other book is interesting. We just took the manuscript to the publishers, and they reacted very positively to it. It's about Hollywood, and it's about when I arrived there and how it's changed and what's happened to the industry and corporate influences. And because I caught it when it was a family business, right? You know, and
You've seen the changes, really.
yeah, I really have seen the changes.